Welcome to GladrapChannel.
You good, Ross? What do you want? 6?
It's going to be this. It's going to be this. Media kind of.
No worries.
Nice to meet you. Finally. Yes.
What did you think?
What I think?
Yeah.
I thought my scoring would have been
Was it close?
5 to 7. 5 rounds to 7 to you. That's I would have probably scored it like that.
Okay.
I think a draw wasn't that bad a result.
Okay.
But 10 rounds to 2, was it? Or 8 rounds to 4?
It's 8 rounds to 4. I scored it right, to be fair with you, because it was close.
Yeah.
Because obviously nobody was landing clean.
Through that door there, mate.
So you really should try and put it in. There's 2 weeks to go on.
That's you've been hypnotised by you. See, I haven't got a clue what to do, have you?
Yeah.
Not got a clue.
I just thought you should have just threw more
I understand.
on the back foot.
Yeah, he just.
You know what I mean? He was controlling it. He was put.
But I'm saying if
the combinations.
listen, I thought you would fight.
Where should we go, guys?
You guys.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Sorry. Yeah.
You guys ready? Yeah. Okay. Mick, we've heard you're appealing, is this correct?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Why?
I put a protest in immediately. I thought that was shocking. For me, it was an absolute masterclass by Hughie Fury. I thought he won easily. I sat at ringside. I didn't think for one split second that there was even going to be a robbery. I just thought it was a landslide. I'm absolutely shocked. Whatever happened to the art of boxing? You know, if these judges are scoring, hitting fresh air, elbows and gloves, then we're in the wrong sport.
Do you think Hughie was aggressive enough though? I mean, he didn't really land a lot.
I thought he landed jabs all night. You couldn't miss him with a jab. Bang! Everything he threw out was hitting him, flicking him or being very explosive with it. His right hand was landing. Whenever he let it go, it was hitting him clean. His right uppercut, whenever he let it go, hitting him clean. Whereas Joseph's punches weren't. They were not clean at all. They were either missing or they was hitting an elbow or a glove. And very rarely the odd shot got through.
Do you think the fuss the Parker camp made about the judges kind of influenced the way they scored tonight?
No, listen, do you know what? I think Terry O'Connor buckled under the pressure. That's my honest opinion. But I think the thing about the judges was absolutely rubbish. I mean, you know, David Higgins was going around as if he had some sort of moral victory. He changed the British judge for a British referee. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, the fuss was beyond belief. But I do think with the world's attention on it being a title fight, I do think he felt under pressure.
What's the process now?
Well, I'm going to get my lawyer to look at the rules and regulations of the WBO, and we're going to throw everything at it because that was wrong. You just had to look at both camps. You just had to look at Joseph Parker's camp and look at our camp. They was dejected. They had their heads down. You know that. You was watching. We just thought it was a formality. We thought it was a great win, an absolute masterclass. This is the art of boxing.
There's been a lot of controversial decisions over the years. I can't really think of any being overturned. Do you hold out much hope?
Well, we're going to throw everything at it. I think that's a big one. I really think that was brutal today. Joseph Parker knows he never won that. You just look at him at the end of that fight. You watch.
How's Hughie taken it? Have you had a chance to have a chat to him?
He's bewildered. He's just like, you know, something like that could make a young man of 23 think, you know, why am I in this sport?
So you feel that Kiwi's completely been hard done by?
That doesn't do it justice. I think it was disgraceful. I really do. And I'm not sure what forces are at work or who's behind it or what's gone on here, but I'm going to have a good try at finding out, because that to me was just beyond belief.
Have you spoken to David Higgins at all?
No. But I'll tell him as soon as I see him. Hopefully I'll see him in a bit.
Do you think the judges scored it as per the Marcus of Queensberry rules?
No, not at all. You know, the art of boxing is to hit and not be hit. I mean, Joseph Parker was walking onto that jab all night. He was eating it. I mean, come on. Like, if you're looking at clean punches, he didn't land any clean. The odd clean punch got through. And what Hughie Fury proved tonight was that he weren't just a master boxer. He had a great chin as well, and he was tough. He weren't bothered one bit. I mean, Joseph Parker's known as a puncher. Not once was he buzzed.
We saw that afterwards, is that why Team Fury took the belt when Joseph was holding it up? They took the belt off him when he was holding it up to the crowd.
Yeah, they discussed it. You could see there was a lot of knowledgeable boxing people there, and everyone was saying he's skated this, he's won it easy. All he's got to do is not get knocked out, and he's won it easy. So for everyone now, a lot of knowledgeable boxing people, it's just beyond belief. I mean, honestly, I've seen it all now. I've really seen it all. If Joseph and his team want to claim that after looking as dejected as they did in the ring, then you know that will be a measure of who they are as people. But for me, they should tell it as it is. Which they won't, but it would be refreshing in this day and age if someone did do that.
Did you feel like Hughie as a challenger didn't come to take the belt off Parker, like didn't be as aggressive as he could? Like he was a great defender.
This is the art of boxing.
Yeah.
Don't keep going on about being aggressive. Are you saying that them judges tonight gave Joseph Parker that fight just because he was pushing forward, hitting fresh air? Because that's wrong. It don't matter if you're pushing forward. It's if you're landing cleanly, and he weren't landing cleanly. He was hitting the odd elbow, the odd arm, and fresh air, and the odd blow would get through. Hughie Fury was landing the clean shots. Let's make no mistake about this. Being aggressive does not win you fights.
So do you think Parker can go far in the sport, like based on what you saw tonight? Do you think he can beat someone like AJ or Tony Bellew? Or how do you rate him skill-wise?
Look, I rate Joseph Parker. I rate him as a top fighter. I rate him as a warrior. I think he's in that bracket where he could give Deontay Wilder a good fight. He could give Anthony Joshua a good fight. But one thing I was thinking as I was watching that tonight, I was thinking, like, I thought Hughie was just incredible, and I was thinking he'll do the same to someone like Anthony Joshua with that movement. He will absolutely wipe the floor with him. You know, someone like Joseph Parker's going to have a war out of the two of them, and one of them's going to get knocked out, whereas Hughie would box their ears off, and maybe they'd walk onto a big shot towards the end, because you could see a few times that, you know, Joseph was walking onto some heavy shots that were stopping him in his tracks.
Do you think Tyson might come back and avenge the loss of Hughie? You know, maybe fight Joseph? I don't know.
I think Tyson might be put off the sport for good, because he was absolutely amazed at that decision.
Okay.
I mean, he you know, that's like saying to Tyson, you know, that's black and that's white, and arguing about. I mean, he just could not believe what happened tonight. He'll probably stay out of the sport for good after seeing that. I mean, how bad does it get?
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Time.
Pleasure.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks.